All right, what's happening, man? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to go over 5 must-have fragrances for 2023. That's a bold statement, but all 5 of these I fell in love with. I continue to fall more and more in love with every day, and all but one of these are fragrances that can be worn anytime, any place, any season, for any reason. They are just jack of all trade, Swiss Army knife fragrances. So let's get into this list. But before we do, as always, guys, you know the drill. If you haven't done so already, I very nicely invite you to at least consider subscribing and ringing the bell. So number 5 is going to be Lattafa's Quaid Al Farson. I'm probably butchering that. I had a subscriber reach out to me a while back and tell me to get this stuff. So thankful that he did. I fell in love with this stuff when I first smelled it, and to this day, the love grows more and more. This is a very pineapple and just juicy fruit in general, heavy fragrance. Now, somebody corrected me in my video, or one of the videos showcasing this, and he told me that this is inspired by Paco Rabanne's excess black or black excess or whatnot, but a Paco Rabanne fragrance. I have not smelled that in so long. I cannot confirm or deny that, but I think I remember it smelling similar to this. But when you think pineapple and stuff, you're automatically going to think, oh, Aventusy stuff. This is not Aventusy to me. That's why when he corrected me and told me what he believes it's inspired by, it made sense, because this is not redundant. It's not like a basic Creed Aventus fragrance. No, this is a mouth-watering, juicy pineapple and kind of like a berry smell as well. Just juicy fruit, beautiful stuff. Every person I show this to loves it. Every person I show this to immediately says, what is that? I have to have that. I'm not exaggerating. I've showed this to a lot of friends, and they all love it. Get your nose on this stuff, guys. It performs very well, and it's like 24 or 25 bucks right now on Amazon. So good. Get this stuff. All right, number 4 is going to be Prada Luna Rossa Ocean, a fragrance that I like. I was never super crazy about when I first got my hands on it, but this is growing on me so much as well. I was really torn between this and like Ralph's Club. I wanted to put Ralph's Club on the list instead of this, but Prada just edged it out for me, because every time I wear this stuff, I like it a little more every single time. I don't know if it's just macerating and developing into a better matured fragrance, or if my nose is just loving it more and more, just falling in love with it more and more. But it's so nice. Such a deep, rich blue that I kind of overlooked when I first got it. But I really try to stop and appreciate fragrances more these days as my collection grows. I tend to overlook things, and this one I overlooked. I'm loving this, guys. How can I describe this simply? It's got a bit of a powdery iris with a nice bright lavender, a little bit musky as well to my nose. Just a beautiful, deep, and rich blue fragrance, like an ocean. It's a good name for this stuff. It's really good. Another one that's very versatile, and literally everybody likes this stuff. Some people say this is a plain Jane, boring fragrance, but that's not the way to look at it. This is popular for a reason. These mass appealing crowd pleasers are like that for a reason. You're not going to go wrong wearing this no matter what you do. If you're going to see a movie, it's a great choice. If you're going out to eat with your buddies, it's a great choice. If you're going on a date with a girl that you're nervous about, it's a great choice. If you're going to visit your family, it's a great choice. It's good stuff. You get the picture. If you don't own this one, you really should consider it, because it's a damn good Swiss Army knife fragrance. All right, number 3 is going to be Club de Nuit Intense Man Limited Edition Parfum. All I can say about this, the more I wear it, the more I like it. Again, I love this stuff at first spray, and I love it more and more every time I wear it. I've got to say, I still stand by, this is, in my opinion, the best way to capture the Creed Aventus DNA. There's many options out there, but this one is by far my favorite. Now, the opening is a little bit weird on my skin. It does open a little bit cleaner smelling, but whatever. It's arm off. Within minutes, that goes away. As this dries down, it becomes beautiful, at least on my skin. A compliment monster. It smells rich. It's got depth. It's got a lot of personality. Does not smell cheap at all. I think the last time I checked, it's roughly 70 bucks. So it's not really cheap at all. It's an average price fragrance. Really good for that price, guys. Like I said, it's my favorite depiction of that DNA overall when I take into consideration price, performance, and also presentation. The presentation on this is fantastic, but the dry down is beautiful. The balance is beautiful. It's so good. So good. And again, like I said, Compliment Monster, I gotta say, I think this one's a must-have. All right, number 2 is going to be the one that's not like a jack of all trades, and it's actually Pete and Pedro's Legend. Now, they knocked it out of the park with this. This one I wouldn't wear in the highest of heat went out. This one's more of a fragrance you're going to wear at select occasions, but it's really good. Also one that I liked when I first got it, but as it sat on my shelf and kind of macerated and I wear it more, they knocked this out of the park. This is my favorite depiction of that Tom Ford effing fabulous DNA. And again, I think it was Ross from TLTG Reviews. Either he said it or he was quoting someone else that said it that described this DNA as like a baby wipe smell. And that's kind of a silly, funny way to describe it. And it's pretty accurate, but it just has this nice powdery vanilla, almost like I've heard people call it like a marshmallow smell. I kind of get that too, but like this really sweet, you know, almost like a baby wipe smell. But that shouldn't turn you off. It's a nice fragrance. Another one that every chick I showed this to, I showed this to my mother, I've showed this to girls I was dating, I showed this to girls that I'm friends with. Every single chick that I show this to, every girl I show this to really, really likes it. So it's a good DNA to have in your arsenal for date nights and whatnot. And like I said, I wanted to show this one some love because I don't show Pete and Pedro fragrances that much love, and overall they're pretty good, but this one is my favorite. They knocked it out of the park. This is good stuff and my favorite depiction of that Tom Ford DNA. And my number 1 pick is going to be Missoni Wave. This stuff, I loved it when I first got it, and I love it even more now. The orange in this, or the mandarin in this, is so creamy on my skin. This is an aquatic fragrance with this really bright and creamy mandarin orange. It is so alluring to me. It is sexy, it's playful, it's incredible for the price. I paid like around 30 bucks if I remember correctly at the rack store when I got this stuff. I'm going to get another bottle soon. I haven't put a big enough dent in this to be in a hurry, but I definitely want another bottle of this stuff. It reminds me of Chanel Allure Homme Sport. It reminds me of Versace Pour Homme. I think it is probably better than both of those. And that's a bold statement to a lot of people, but honestly, I'm going to take this over either one of those. I'll be honest, I am. They knocked out of the park. Missoni is a good house overall in general. Everything I smell from them is actually pretty damn good. Wave is a fragrance that a lot of you guys probably already own. And if you do own these fragrances, maybe take a second to show them a little more love this year. If you don't own them, I would get your hands on them. And this one especially. It's so good, so versatile. It is a home run. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that list. If you did, drop me a like. It helps me out. It lets YouTube know the video's worthwhile, the channel's worthwhile. You liked it. Maybe someone else would like it too. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I don't know why you haven't already, but you should. Until next time, guys, I will leave you how I always leave you. Take your vitamins, hit the gym, and always stay improving. It's very important, as well as smelling good. God bless. Be well. I'm out.